good. All right. So I wanted to show you another paper pumpkin alternative. So the first one that I wanted to remind you of is I have another video of this one, this little banner using a paper pumpkin on my YouTube channel, or you can see it on my Facebook page. I love the little banner, and the only thing I added to make this was some ribbon. But you could use any ribbon or twine that you actually have to make this. It'd be really easy. And then I have a few other alternatives. Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive craft kit that comes to your house, and it has for $22, including shipping. That includes shipping. Like, that's what is so crazy. So you have enough to create a ton of stuff with just one kit every month. And to me, it's like just like a nice little release to be able to do a little craft. Comes right to my door. I don't have to go to Michael's searching for everything and then wind up spending like $50 to make one like $3 item. You know what I mean? $22 and everything is included, including the glue, including everything. The only thing you would need would be maybe some scissors. That's it. So it even includes like a paper ruler inside. Everything is included that you need. So let's get started on our last alternative that I have for you. This one uses a few extra supplies. So the reason why I do alternatives is because sometimes the kit is maybe I don't need as many cards as are there. But for Valentine's Day, this one was really cool because you could really do a lot of things with it. It was a trifold Valentines is what they have, which are great, but that you would get 10 of these, including all the matching envelopes, which I even stamped, which were super cute. So these were fantastic crafts, but that's just 10. What if you need more than 10 Valentines? Well, I came up with one option using just what's in the kit was to just cut the hearts apart and to make separate individual Valentines, just almost like a little postcard. And you could give these as your Valentines instead of, and you wouldn't have enough envelopes, but that's okay. Maybe you'd add this to the top of a little candy bar or something like that. So that's one alternative, as well as the banner that I showed you. And then with a little extra cardstock and some ribbon, I use the envelope from the kit, as well as the supplies that are already in there, as well as these stamps. These stamps are all included. I love the stamps. I use our paper pumpkin stamps for all kinds of stuff. Long after, I will come back and use a Valentine's one from the year before. I use them all the time. I never ever lose uses for my stamps. Then we have, I thought with a little extra cardstock, I could again keep expanding and making more Valentines. If I did this alone, that would make 30 Valentines. If I wanted to make some fancier, or like this could even be like a little anniversary card or something like that, an extra, a little extra cardstock, I'm still expanding on the kit where you can make well over 30 something cards just with a little extra cardstock, a few extra. This was extra cardstock and ribbon. This one only required this extra cardstock. That's it. So, it's pretty cool. So this last set of alternatives are a little less traditional. Excuse me. They're a little less traditional. I wanted to use the new this is the Sweet Talk Valentine paper. For some reason, this little heart here reminded me a lot of the, let me see if this one will fit inside here. No, but I think I can punch one. It reminded me a lot of the little sweet tarts that come in your, it's just reminding me of the shape of the sweet tart because it was extra round. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper here. Let me use this one. And I'm going to actually cut an extra heart. And so I'm going to grab an extra one there. And all I wanted to do was to add a little extra. I think I'm going to still put the XO, but I might add this on top, or maybe I'll put the Sending Your Love, and I'll put this heart on here maybe, or this one, or maybe this one, you know, like I'm just going to add a little something extra so that I was using up some extra things, but maybe add a little ribbon. So I want to glue this piece down. This is great paper, by the way. This one has I love you in all kinds of languages on the back. Then it has the sweet tarts on the front. It has these really gorgeous colors. I made all these Valentines with this paper this weekend at a retreat. It has the best paper. I mean, even this one here is very pretty. I just made this one today as an extra card, a Valentine that I made with the Otter celebration. And remember, when you order right now and spend $50 or more, you can get free items. When you buy in $50 increments, you get a free item every time. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and let's get this on here. I wanted this as my base, and this is a 4 1/4 by 11-inch card base. Let me set that aside. And I don't have anything on the inside yet. And this is one of the hearts that's inside the kit. And I think I want that, but I also wanted to maybe add a little bit of ribbon. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's enough. Like I think that's enough. I don't think I want anything else. I think I might add, I'm trying to decide what to add onto this heart. I could add the sending love your way. Sending you love on this one. And then I can add the little, I think I'm going to add the tiny heart over there. So, what color do I want? I think I'll use, I have the Highland Heather handy. Highland Heather is lighter than the Gorgeous Grape, which is this darker purple. And I'm going to stamp the Highland Heather, sending you love, on my pool party heart. And I use the punch, the dual heart punch. And then over here, I'm going to stamp in the corner, I'm going to stamp a little, one of these little pierced hearts. That's a pretty easy card. And do I want this one 3D? I feel like I want them both 3D, but I think I want this one 3D. And my debate was adding a little bit of ribbon. This is a little bit thick. I don't know if this one will work. Let's see. This is the Highland Heather, but part of me thought if I tucked a little piece right under here, okay, it adds that little bit of glitter. It might be a little bit too wide. I love the glimmer of it, but it just might be a little bit too wide. Maybe, let me try it like this one. Why is it not twisting on me? I think because it's just so wide, it's not twisting right. You know, like the ribbons that you pin on your lapel, sometimes you can twist those. I think this one's too thick. Let me try using the Gorgeous Grape one and see if that one will work. I could even put a bow. This one ties so nicely. I could even make a little bow for this one. My hands are just not working the right way. No, like that. Like, stop. Stop moving. And then putting this sending your love like that. I might just do a bow and see if that works. I was just trying to do something a little less traditional. Or I could even do a little knot. That actually might be better. Instead of a bow, a knot. I'll try a bow, then I'll do a knot. Ooh, I wonder if I can do a knot with the other one. So let's see. Sending you love. It's okay. Let me tie a knot with this one. I like the sparkle on this one, and I think that's why I want to use it. Let's see. Now that might work. Ooh, that might work. A little knot. And if I cut it just right. Yeah, I think that this one will work. So I'm going to glue this one down flat. And then I just like the sparkle of this. And I want this one to be 3D. So I'm going to put some dimensionals underneath it. I was even thinking about using this one here because the bumblebee. But I don't like the bumblebee with that pink, so no. We'll go ahead and we'll just use this. Sometimes tying a knot is the right answer. Yeah, I like that. And then we can add the knot down here, or I can add the knot over here. Let me get my scissors. Oh, this one's extra long. This one's quite a bit longer. There we go. And just tie a little knot right there and pop that down. Wow, that's so much longer. There we go. I think I just keep moving it. There we go. That would be cute. And that just adds a little bit of sparkle. I could also add it right there. Or add it on that side to offset the other one. No, I think adding it there is good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So it just adds a little something, a little extra shine to it when you add that little extra piece of ribbon. So that's a great little option. And that's the Highland Heather metallic ribbon. And I love it. Would you guys stop fighting? Gosh, you guys are driving me nuts. The cats are just being cats, you know. Yeah, this is the Highland Heather grosgrain ribbon. And I just love it. It's wider, but I kind of like that. I like that it's so wide because some of ours are a little too sheer and a little too, you know, it's kind of nice having something that's not sheer and not sheer and not so narrow. Sometimes it's good to have options, as they say. I think it's Elle Woods that said that. It's always good to have options. All right. And this ribbon here that I used on my other one. This is the blushing, or the Flirty Flamingo metallic ribbon. It's very similar to this Highland Heather. I just love the shine it gives. All right, so now we've got that one done. The last one is using just a piece of Just Jade cardstock. I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did with that black card from the other day, or the other black card. I was going to do something similar, except I'm not going to do this bow. I think I'm going to do a wrap. I was debating having it straight up and down because of the stripes. I kind of felt like having it straight up and down would be wise. And then just trimming off the exo I didn't do. And then we're going to be using this particular ribbon here, the Just Jade metallic ribbon, because it is just fantastic. And I'm not sure which way I want to have it go. Do I want it to be here? Let's play with it a second and see. I definitely want to use this Just Jade ribbon. I don't think I want it to be a bow. I was thinking, what if I had 2 stripes of this up and down? I think that might be better than what my original plan was, which was to have it go like this. I think, because I was thinking of putting 2 strips. Let's wrap it this way and see. Let's unravel it a little and see what it looks like. I have one cat box over here that's like a scratcher box, and the cats are just like fighting over who gets to sit inside it. They ignore it all day, but right now during the video, they've decided we need to fight to the death over this particular box. All right, that looks cute. I think that might be better than this way. Let's try it this way and see. So, you know, this is what I do when I'm designing. I just kind of try it out a little to see, like, what do you think works? Let's see what will work. Let's see what looks good. Let's see what we could try and see if it will turn out the way we're hoping. And so, and if not, that's okay, because I'm just trying it out before I waste all my supplies. That's the other thing, is sometimes I need to. I think having it this way made a better contrast than having it up and down. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to cut 2 pieces that I'm going to wrap around. I've got to get my, I'm going to have to tack my heart down before I trim it. But let's see, let me get my ribbon off. And that way I have, oh good, I think little fatty gave up. The Boo Boo got the box to turn where the opening is against the wall, so he can't get inside. And that's, I think, making the other one mad because he can't fight him because he's locked inside. All right. And part of me also thinks that my cat's like, are you okay in there? Like, do you need help? I'll help you. So, all right. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple glue dots and I'm going to pop them on the back of this. Just the ones that we get in the kit. I'm just going to use 1 or 2 just to hold this in place while I cut it. And that way it won't super tear the paper. It's just going to be enough to hold it down, but not too many to where it's going to make it permanent. I need to hold it down while I cut it. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because of the fact that if trying to measure it and cut it it's kind of hard because it's round. So it's kind of a little too fussy to try and measure and cut it. Well, I'm sure other people could do it. I'm just not going to. I'd rather try it this way. And then I'm going to take my paper trimmer, not paper trimmer. I'm just going to take my paper snips and I'm going to just align my blade along the edge of my cardstock. And notice how I moved the paper, not the scissors. There's a little tiny edge. And the same, and I'm going to turn it this way. So again, my blade is against the cardstock. And I'm just moving the cardstock toward the scissors, as opposed to trying to shove the scissors down that way. And then you kind of cut it crooked. There we go. Perfect. So now, because I just barely tacked it down, now I can go ahead and wrap my Just Jade ribbon. Perfect. That'll hold that for a second. This metallic ribbon. This is the Just Jade braided ribbon, I think it's called. Yeah, the braided ribbon. Yes, we want that one there. And I'm actually going to use a little tape to hold my Just Jade ribbon down. It just secures it a little bit more than some of the little glue dots and stuff. And I can still adjust it. Tape is forgiving. Like this is, and the braided ribbon moves quite a bit. So you kind of, you don't want to pull your braided ribbon too tight because then it looks funny, but you also don't want it to be too loose. So it's like little Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You're trying to get it just right. Oh my gosh, these are such cute Valentine alternatives. I'm quite proud of myself, if I say so myself. All right, I'm going to take this down. And these were simple ones overall. I think just, you know, and actually that was even more ribbon than I needed. I could have actually gotten away with like 2 inches less ribbon. 2 inches or more less. That doesn't sound right, but I think I could have saved 2 inches. So is what I'm trying to say. All right, perfect. So cute. So I'm going to glue this down. Again, the Scotch tape, it's not like a permanent hold, but you're going to, once you glue this down and everything's pressed down, the Scotch tape isn't really going to matter because it can't be seen and it's just there for your extra support while you're navigating your card. Navigating your design, I guess. And it's moving on me a little. The braided ribbon can be a little tricky. It's that braid. It's so flexible. So cute. I love the contrast of that against that. And then, let's see, I want to put this in the center. And I actually like that it's up here on the top and it's down there. Let's see, do we want XO in Just Jade or do we want Love You More? Part of me thinks I want Just Jade and have it say XO. I think I'm going to do that. Let me get my Just Jade ink, which came in a kit. This came in a kit like a year ago, 2 years ago. This Just Jade is an in color that is going away. So come like April, May, this everything Just Jade will start to disappear. Like pretty much come late March, actually. All of the in colors will disappear. Oh yeah, I definitely want to use Just Jade for the XO. That's gonna be cute. Let me get my cardboard. There's a wide surface area on this stamp, so when I use it, I want to make sure that I can get a nice clean image. And so the clear plastic, or they call them photopolymer stamps, they don't have any give like a rubber stamp. So you kind of need to just make sure it's got a little bit of give underneath it in the when you're pressing it down, and it just gives you a smoother image. Otherwise it can come off like a little blotchy looking. It's just a trick of the trade that you learn now when you're using the clear photopolymer stamps. You just need a little something underneath it. It can be a catalog, it can be a catalog, it can be a piece of cardboard, something to just give that little bit of oomph. And I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of that. And I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. I'll want to put something on the inside. Oh, you know what I can do? Ah, la 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 la. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let me set this aside. Set that aside. I'm gonna trim this little piece. Oh, my cutter was not very okay. And I'm gonna trim this side. Oh, what, baby? I know your life is so hard, Baba. I know. I know you have such a hard life. I don't feed you and don't take care of you. There we go. Then I'm going to trim it to about 4 inches wide. Yeah, because that's how big my insert is. I'm going to add this to the inside of my card. And that way I'm still using even this leftover piece. I had cut up this envelope to create this alternative. And so I'm still using every little tiny extra bit so that I can make a cute little alternative. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this on our white insert. Because, yeah, look at that. Perfect. Now I could have glued it down and then tried to trim it off and stuff, but oh, I need a new blade. That's actually why this paper's cutting funny, is because I need a new blade. I did a ton of cutting with paper this last weekend, and that's actually why this is getting, it looks a little rough on the edges. I love the paper trimmer from Stampin' Up. It's the best. I just love how smooth everything is, but I needed to get a new blade in it. Okay. All right, and we'll put this on the inside of our card, and then I'll finish decorating the front. I think this is my favorite card. I think just because it's not pink and it has its own charm to it, and I'm unsure what else to add. Part of me thinks I just stop as it is. There's a lot of gold on this card. I think I need one more underneath. I'm gonna put one right there. There we go, because this little tip was coming down. Do I want to put these little, I'm going to put those on there. I feel like I need a little something else on there. So we'll take the embellishments that they gave us. And even though that iridescent picks up nicely. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Those are super cute. I love how these turned out. So here are our alternatives. And don't forget, if you need to pick up any extra supplies that I showed you here in the video, you can go to stampinup.com and use this host code. Or you could add that I'm Jennifer Jenkins from San Antonio as your demonstrator to pick up any of these extra supplies. Remember, if you also want to sign up for Paper Pumpkin, so that next month is going to be a celebratory kit that has all animals, and it's just a super fun sounding kit. That one is coming. You want to sign up for that by the 10th. So if you want to sign up for that one, you want to sign up by the 10th. And it usually ships out around the 15th. And I'll have alternatives for that as well. Or you can just make the craft that's already in it. And if you want to buy any of the extra supplies that I showed, these refill kits are available on stampinup.com, but you can only buy them if you're a subscriber. So you subscribe at fabulousstamper.com and click Paper Pumpkin, or you can select me as your demonstrator, Jennifer Jenkins in San Antonio, Texas, or you can go ahead and buy other items directly from the website using this host code. That would be great. So thanks so much for tuning in, and check out my other videos for my other alternatives because they're super cute. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.